Hey guys, well, we're in the Dyno with Ratzuki. We ran it a teeny bit yesterday. The rear wheel is totally out of balance, so I had to dink with that. I had to fix the exhaust system here. We still don't know if it's going to excavate enough. This thing just kills you with the race gas in here. So what we're doing now, I'm going to fire it up, going to warm it up a little bit and just test the shifter. I did a little adjustment. And I haven't done it full throttle or anything, but we're just going to go easy with it. This isn't pulls. That's not the objective anyway in here with this dyno, what we're doing with the bike. So let me fire it up. That's what we're going to do first. Here's my seat. Turn it on high. The exhaust tube, you saw it completely disintegrate. These are the things you have happen when you're just starting with big power. Okay guys, we did a little repair on the exhaust. What I'm going to do this time is just lightly roll it on in second gear and test the shifter. I still got old shitty warm-up plugs in it and the older fuel. So one step at a time. gear. I made a little adjustment on the shifter. Still going to go easy and just go through the gears. Couldn't help it. Good. Shifter's a lot closer now. Now it's ready to go to the track as far as the shifter and maybe make some final adjustments there. Before what would happen, hey Kurt, kill them. Before what was happening is when I shifted into second, it was overshifting on my little plate, and it would run past the little pin that keeps the motor running, kill it. And then I also noticed in fifth gear, if I loaded up the shifter, it would kill it. So the shifter arm was going back past the little machine pin it's supposed to contact to keep it running. So what I did is I retarded the little shift plate on the case about 1/16 of an inch rotation. So now it still can preload, come off the pin, but when it falls in each gear, it's going on the pin and doesn't overshift, and it's staying running in second. It's killing every gear, and when I'm in fifth now, when I push on it hard, just cruise, it doesn't kill it. Okay guys, well the motors sound pretty good. I didn't record that pull. I decided to, roll it on there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a fresh set of warm-up plugs in. I used to be sponsored by Excel and ND and NGK. I got some fresh plugs I'm going to put in it, just relatively like a heat range 9 of an NGK, like a D90A. But these are some Excel plugs. Put a fresh set of plugs in it. These are all suited up from just starting it a bunch of times now. Gonna go ahead and drain the gas. Gonna go ahead and put the fresh C16 VP in it, which doesn't make a lot of power. The VP is super cold burning, really made for nitrous, okay? And this motor is really built for nitrous, really. The cams that are in it and everything. And we got the big tire on the back, but hey, got rid of the vibration. Took a lot of weight, tires. Tires true, boy, it's out of balance. So that's good. That's safe now. This is what it's all about before I go, 3.5 hours to some racetrack to do a test day. I got to drive right back home with our wonderful gas prices, right? Pay your fair share. Anyway, so I'm going to put the C16 in it, fresh plugs, and the exhaust is just a loser. I failed on that. I'm going to have to make a special ducting out of solid stuff, and it's really too restrictive. It bent the thing like a snake, started stretching it. So, I live out in the country, but I still got neighbors, man, and right now it's about 5 o'clock. So what we're going to do, we're going to uncork this thing. I'm going to put more fans behind here. I'm going to leave the doors open. Now I'm going to do one power pull. I'm going to do a 4th gear roll on. I'm going to set the shift light at 10,850, around 10.8. I'm going to roll into it. I'm going to wide open throttle. When I see the shift light blink, I'm going to try to do a clean shut off with the throttle, pull the clutch, kill the motor, and we'll record it. We'll get it on the dyno too. So, not expecting big numbers. Like I said, we're pulling the big tire. We got the C16, real slow burning fuel. And remember, we're at 4,500 feet. That's 5 to 6 horsepower, 4 to 6 horsepower less than where I used to be. Blah blah blah. Hey guys, I pulled the plugs out. They're all cleaned up, so I didn't need to put a fresh set in just for this. Did drain the gas. It has C16 VP in it now, like I was talking about. I'm going to let it run just for a little bit. It's going to be louder than hell, right? See the mag open? Plug your ears, you'll probably hear it from where you're at. And yeah, then I'm going to run it up to high gear, drop it down into 4th, and then I'll probably do a pull from around, 5,000 RPM up. I set the shift light at 10,750. At the track, anywhere from 10,750 to 10,9. So I'm going to set it at 10,750 just for this pull. And I'll go up in 4th and I'll see the light blink, and that's when I'll let off. Try to make a clean shut off with the brake and the dyno and flip off the ignition. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it runs clean and makes a nice pull. right, that was 183 horsepower with it breaking up. I gotta get out of here, open the doors. Well, just found something with the inductive pickup to the pulsing side of the coil wire where it's connected. it kind of rolled around, cut to the wire, and then this was touching on the coil. So I'm going to fix that, and then we'll try it again tomorrow, because this, you know, if that's touching, that's not the power side, but this is the 2 and 3 pulsing side of the ignition. If that's grounded and touching, absolutely, that's, didn't make it misfire, but it could be making the ignition lay down, who knows, but don't want that happening. So we'll fix that, and I'll flip this around. I was trying to keep it away from, you get a lot of, you know, interference with these wires till close, so just thought I'd show you. I did find that, so we'll fix that and make sure this is, maybe I'll put a little nylon tie over here or something. So anyway, we'll try it again tomorrow. Okay guys, this is the one and only pull that I recorded. The other one, there was a dyno error and I lost everything. We've had gremlins of, you know, things going on when you get a new bike running. Bike gremlins, dyno gremlins. But anyway, this one pull here was the one I just, you can see it there. I mean, 184 horsepower and 100.37 foot-pounds of torque. So let me back up and I'll just explain stuff here a little bit, okay? So anyway, let me just put on the chart first without the air fuel. Okay, so the bottom line, the dark line, is horsepower and the top line is torque. But what you got to understand about this is, you know, I have 44mm Electron drag racing carburetors. You can't really go even and let off the throttle and get back in it. They're pretty much made for wide open, and you know, you can still get on it off the line and go. But you know, all through here, I've started the dyno. Let me use the little cursor. I started the dyno here, but see, I'm going very easy on the throttle right here, getting ready, and then right about 5,500 is where I roll into the throttle. This is in 4th gear, okay, and then it starts. This is the torque. So yeah, it made oh geez, a little over 100 foot-pounds here at about 7,600, 7,600 or so, and then it made it up here too. Okay, horsepower curve looks pretty good. Up here though, right starting at around 9,400, the motor wasn't happy. It started to go a little lean. It got over 14:1. And it didn't quite sound right. It wasn't surging, wasn't missing, but it was definitely falling off. So I decided to abort the run at about 9,600 RPM. And you know, with the nitrous and everything, my shift points used to be, you know, way over here. See, 10.5. I would shift it about 10.8. All right, so you can tell the horsepower is starting to climb right here and go. But even shutting it off way early and with no tuning at all yet, the thing made 184 horsepower. So that's pretty stout, because you got to remember I have the car tire, 8.5 inch Mickey Thompson. It's a lot heavier than a, you know, Pro Street tire Dunlop they got these days. The rim's heavier. I have a 630 chain. I got the real cold C16 race fuel, really made for nitrous. And my engine's kind of set up for nitrous, you know, the cam timing, how the cams are designed, and the compression. And so that's pretty stout for just, you know, one run laying it down. So let me show you now the air fuel. So you think that's super bad right there, because see, here it is. At 4,000, see, I'm even throttle and barely have a load on it. Up here, I'm going really easy on it. Real easy in neutral throttle, and of course the electrons are going to go lean there. That's not what they're designed to do. So as soon as I start laying into the throttle, see here about, oh, I don't know, 5,800 RPM, boom, they take over and they start correcting themselves. And then it comes down here, and then pretty much it's 12:1 almost everywhere, which is good. That's a good fuel mixture to tune to with your nitrous. But then right here at about 8600, 85, 8600 is 85, it starts to pull and go lean. It starts leaning out. Here's 13 to 1, the red line. And then I saw it up near 14, and that was about 10.6, and the motor was just barely surging. It was breaking up. It didn't, just something a little funny. So I decided to abort the run right there. So this is deceiving. You can't let this fool you like, oh man, that thing needs to be tuned. That's not how these carburetors work, and I'm not even on it yet till here. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that's the one pull and test day one. So we'll be making some adjustments and dinking around with some stuff and see what we can do. Okay guys, well, hope you enjoyed day one. Take care and subscribe, and please give me a thumbs up and comment below. Ratzuki.